Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic. And the fun thing that we're trying to do today is we're playing War of the Discard. So Davriel, Rogue, Shadow Mage adds a little bit more value to the discard deck because of the issue of not being able to get a lot of damage with Raider's Wake or, you know, with our, where is it, the Bat, the Fel Spectre, which do damage every time an opponent discards a card. We just aren't getting that value necessarily with these cards because once we discard them enough, they're just top decking and playing whatever card they get as soon as they can. Hopefully they try to do that for themselves. So a couple ways we can get around that is one, Emergence Zone. This deck initially had Crucible of Worlds, which was really spicy and super fun, but we decided to, I built this on stream and we were playing it a lot on stream, and we decided to go ahead and take it away. Actually, sorry, this came from Devin and we kind of rearranged it on there. Anyway, and then we also added one Ob Nixilis, which I didn't think would work really well in here, but it destroys a creature, makes them draw 2 cards, which most of the time we can immediately make them discard those 2 cards. So they lose a creature, we make them discard, maybe make them lose 4 to 6 life. And so Ob Nixilis is a great one of. It might even be worth bringing in as a 2 of, but it is 5 mana. So far this is the deck, is we are playing our Fel Spectres, which makes them discard. They lose 2 life anytime they discard. We play Raider's Wake, which whenever we swing in with a creature, the raid effect makes them discard at the end of our turn. Then whenever they discard a card, they lose 2 life. We have Burglar Rat in the early game just for making them discard. Duresses, Pilfering Imp, trying to get in some evasive creatures that can fly with the Raider's Wake, as well as having that discard ability. Davriel to make sure that we can use the get some damage dealt to them and discard them. But then whenever they have 1 or fewer cards in hand, they take 2 damage, so it's just 2 damage over time. Ob Nixilis, just because I think it's one of the best removal spells in the format right now. It is fantastic, works really well with this deck. Toll of the Invasion, getting that unmasked token is actually very useful in certain matchups when we haven't run into our cast downs or anything else to get rid of creatures or Ravenous Chupacabras. And then we have a Haunt of Hightower on the top end just to because it's awesome. I mean, come on, it's awesome. We are playing Davriel's Shadow Fugue. I'm not sure if it's necessarily the best card in here, but it does add that 2 life, and it's on theme with what we're trying to do. It's one of the newer cards, so that's why we're playing it in here. So let's go ahead and get into the gameplay, see how this goes, and wish me luck. Before we jump into the gameplay, a quick thanks to Fusion Gaming for sponsoring this video. Be sure to head over to fusiongamingonline.com for all your Magic the Gathering needs. Check the link in the description below. All right, up against Rinse Wind. Bring it on, Rinse. And we are playing our War of the Discard deck. And Pilfering Imp, Drill Bit, that's pretty solid stuff. We're going to keep this. That way we can play Memorial to Folly on turn 2 and still get some value out of this. So Imp, go for it. I am actually a big fan of Imp. It is a 1/1 that's evasive, that gets in damage pretty quickly and easily. Let's swing in first. Drill Bit with Spectacle. I'm debating if I want to play this other Pilfering Imp. Root Snare. Root Snare doesn't do a whole lot in this deck. Let's just start getting rid of some of these expansion explosions. Yeah, let's get down an Imp. And pass the turn. I mean, we have so many 3-drops. It might have been nice to be able to guarantee a 3-drop for the next turn. Especially because I'm not sure if they really block 2 points of damage here. We're just going to swing in with 1. Make them discard here. Submit 1. All right, well, another expansion explosion. Well, if we can get all of those out of their deck, that turns off one of their main win conditions. I'm not sure if this is a Nexus of Fate deck, but that is a way to beat Nexus of Fate, is to make them discard with Emergence Zone 2. We might be able to do some fun stuff with that. All right, Emergence Zone. Let's swing in and Drill Bit. Get some value with doing damage, because making them take damage is actually the way that we win this game. And we can even, we could almost Memorial to Folly, get back a Pilfering Imp as well. But we do want to keep hands going on. All right, so Drill Bit. All right. Yep, gets to take one of our things, probably the Haunts of Hightower. Ravenous Chupacabra probably does nothing against them, except just being another threat. So that is a little bit annoying. All right, take another expansion. So they used one. We got rid of all of their expansion explosions. Okay. All right, so how do you win now, opponent? How do you win now? This Pilfering Imp might be enough. Pass to my turn. I have a useless card. We'll probably end up playing this Ravenous Chupacabra. I don't think they're playing any creatures in this. I can't remember if they play the Hydrocrisis or not. I don't think so. So let's go ahead and Ravenous Chupacabra. Speed up the clock a little bit here. Pass the turn. Okay, plays a Steam Vents. Davriel. All right, so we're going to swing in, see if they'll fire off a Root Snare or something like that. We're not going to worry about the Pilfering Imp just yet, because we want to get down Davriel. If they fire off a counter for this as well, that's fine. All right, so make them discard. Targeting you. Ooh, I didn't realize Davriel can make ourselves discard. Ooh, that's nice. I just didn't think about that. So now they have the question, do they keep Root Snares? We've shown that we are not worried about it that much, because we do have damage that goes outside of it. They're losing life, so it doesn't even matter with a lot of ways. Anyway, let's go ahead and play the Swamp. Let's Pilfering Imp. We can Memorial to Folly. We can't do it now, actually. So take the Root Snare. I guess make them discard that Root Snare as well. Why not? They might fire it off now. Yeah. That's fine. All right, pass the turn. Take 2 damage, down to 9. What do you got? Playing stuff gets you... Oh my goodness. We just happen to have the perfect card for that. How about that, my friend? All right, he gets to kill Davriel here.
This wasn't part of our contract.
Duress should hit anything that they're actually playing in the deck. Sinister Sabotage, great. All right, swing in for 2. Pass the turn. So we only had Haunt of Hightower. We only had a 1 copy of it. We can actually get back Haunt of Hightower. Ooh, is that worthwhile? Oh man, do we just go for Pilfering Imp, or I'm going to go for the Haunt of Hightower. We go even further away from it by grabbing it here. Well, we found a land. Okay, down to 5, pass the turn. I mean, they're going to have to find an answer here soon. We don't know what those last 2 cards are in hand. They're not showing us. All right, so let's swing in. Let's go ahead and fire off Burglar Rat now. Make them discard something. Oh man, this is so mean. We have lethal on board. I was debating if I wanted to hold off for Emergence Zone, but I do want the chance to have Haunt of Hightower. And there you go. Oh my goodness. That was awesome. Very good. Very, very good. All right, up against Fast Eddie. Bring it on, Fast. Or Eddie. Now, Eddie's definitely his last name, so. All right, we're going to keep this. Yeah, it's not bad. Hopefully get up to 3 mana. That's the dream. All right, Pilfering Imp. Pilfering Imp is such an interesting card where I'm never sure if I want to be holding on to it or like keeping it available or firing it off right away. A 1 mana creature, because we are trying to do damage, it can very easily get like 4 to 5 points of damage over time for us. So 5 points of damage with a 1/1 is not a bad deal. All right, we will Drill Bit here. Get rid of, I guess, Narset. Just let's them dig for better things. Cry the Canarium, we don't really care about. Cast Down, we don't really care about. Opt. Yeah, I guess it's just Narset. It's draw 2 for 3 mana. Get rid of that. Cast Down, that's fine. All right, mana. For the love. All right, pass the turn. No, not like this. Well, there's the land. All right, so now we go Davriel. Make him discard a card.
Let's tidy up in there.
Land into Fell Spectre could be pretty good. Davriel's Shadow Fugue might not be bad either. I'd like to get that down after Fell Spectre. I'm just worried that they're going to have removal. Very good chance they have removal. There's a Thought Erasure. All right, I mean, they're going to take one of these, I'm guessing. I don't think that they really have... They might be playing creatures like Thief of Sanity. So they do take the Fell Spectre. Okay, so Davriel's kind of our main win condition for the Monument. All right, so make them discard now.
Perish the thought.
And then Duress. Take Narset. Deal damage. All right, well, we are doing it. They are taking damage. Thought Erasure. That's fine. Yeah, it takes the Shadow Fugue. Oh, man. I see, this is the issue with Shadow Fugue, is that by the time you have mana for 4 mana, it's then useless. So pass the turn. Deal damage down to 15.
Left you is pain.
Pass the turn. All of our creature removal.
Struggling?
So great. They might just hold on to cards. Yeah, right. So they are starting to hold on to cards. We're just going to keep playing lands. Hopefully get to that Pontify Tower. Maybe it survives. Emergence Zone. Still in time for that Pontify Tower. I mean, we can also... the more they hold on to cards, we have a chance of hitting some fun things as well. All right. Liliana. That's all sorts of not good. In fact, I don't know if we can beat that.
Putrid, but effective.
We're just gonna Nyx's Cruelty now. It doesn't die, so then they don't draw cards. The issue is Liliana's ultimate will probably just kill us. All right, Pilfering Imp. Pass the turn. We don't have removal for that.
Good help is easy to find in war.
Man, we really don't have anything else to do. Okay, Cry the Canarium. Okay. Yeah, I guess I should have done that on their end step. Pass to my turn. We're just going to see what this is and going to concede. We're done.
Let me pick your
Another Cry the Canarium. They found all of those. I mean, that was at least good running there, but we are dead. That one's a little bit unfortunate. I feel like we had some good things, and then we just drew dead the rest of the game. And they found a Liliana, which we don't have enough answers for. We're hoping to just discard those in advance, you know? But yeah. All right, Luke 2. Bring it on, Luke. And War of the Discard, doing okay so far. It's actually been not... like, we've lost a few games because we didn't find lands. We just were stuck on 2 lands. Like, I don't see how I can play this deck and not keep a hand like this, though, where it's everything that we're needing. Hello. Nice. That's the first thing he says. All right. Well, Pilfering Imp. Pass the turn. And we did find our land, so, I mean, we can at least make them discard. Drowned Secrets. Uh-oh. Do I need a Pilfering Imp just to see if I can get rid of another thing? Shadow Fugue can be pretty good here. Let's just make them start discarding. So let's Burglar Rat. They can choose what they discard. Is that a Wilderness Reclamation? Or pause for reflection. Okay, so this is Ashiok. Okay. Ashiok is fine. So they are milling us, though. They're going to be milling us very quickly as well. Ooh. We are a slower deck. And this mill start is insanity. Straight up insanity here. All right, let's just Tolo the Invasion. I guess get rid of Narset. Ashiok is really bad. That mills a lot of cards. We don't really draw any cards in our deck, which is probably a misplay with us. There's just so many things that fit into a discard deck. Narset. I think we just go face. We don't even care about what they're doing. We have to race them here. And so we're going to do as best as we can to just race as fast as possible. Yeah, we at least get to Shadow Few, get a little bit more damage dealt. With them having less cards, the Wall of Lost Thoughts is annoying, but we can cast down the next turn. We're down to half of our deck already. Emergent Stone, we do have Drill Bit here. Is that better than Shadow Fugue? Cast down, swing in for 3, Drill Bit. I suppose so. All right, cast down. Swing in. Drill Bit. Pause for reflection. Yeah, get rid of that. I don't think they're going to play the other Ashiok when they already have this one there. So, I mean, we make them discard this. We can actually kill the other Ashiok, and then they're dead in the water for a little bit. So, Ob Nixilis whenever they draw a card. Let's get rid of that the other Ashiok. Swing 2 here, 1 here. Maybe, man, is it better just to go face there? They do have the Drowned Secret still. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. What a draw. Nice. Do we just go after Ashiok here still? Okay, wait, let's see this through. So 4. I think we just go face. Okay, so play Ob Nixilis. Play Swamp. Swing in. Do we want to sacrifice one of our creatures here? I guess not yet. Pass the turn. You draw a card, take it down to 7. Mill us down to 17. I think we're still going to race him out here. Toll of the Invasion. There we go. So discard a card. We get another token. Pause for reflection. No. All right. So resolve. We amass. We get another guy. We're going to... Let's see. So next turn we bring him down to 6. We go down to 12 cards. Oh, this is so close. We can't slow down our clock yet. 6, we swing in for down to 4. 3. Yeah, that gives them another turn. Although they lose on the draw at that point. So I guess it doesn't, so let's go ahead and draw a card here. There we go. So Raider's Wake might be useful. We'll see. No attacks. They don't have any cards to discard, so it doesn't deal the damage yet. But it's going to make them play everything that they have right away. So, like, pause for reflection, something like that. We can maybe make them discard with the Pilfering Imp. Down to 10 cards. Down to 10 cards. Drill Bit. All right, so next, swing in. Actually, we swing there. And now we stop on their upkeep. All right, so they draw a card. We are going to Emergent Zone in this Drill Bit. Oh man, yes. All right, so Drowned Secrets. Resolve, get rid of Drowned Secrets, take it down to 2. Pass the turn. Go ahead and draw those cards with the Mortal to Genius. I dare you. I dare ya. We got him. We got him. There's nothing they can do at this point. Whoo. Oh man, that was close. We were very low on cards. Whoo, that was fun. Very, very fun. All right, so there you guys have it with Davriel Discard, or War of the Discard. And this deck is super fun when it goes off, when it does its thing. But actually making that happen, I'll let you know that it didn't happen as often as I had hoped. And I think it's because we're playing more of a best of one style deck, where this deck probably needs to be more just built for kind of one thing, and then you sideboard based off whoever you're up against. And that's the biggest issue with discard, is that I think that it is one of those that it does a lot better in best of 3 than it does in best of 1. So, and even then people can kind of plan around it, kind of know what you're doing. I don't know. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe. If you have any suggestions for the deck, put them down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.